Well, it's Thursday morning and I've slept on obviously this week's events. So I've had, loads and loads of calls with health and safety, and the neighbours are sending in our videos, and to health and safety, there might be the odd bit where Dave didn't have his mask on, he had it around his neck or on top of his head, and he's emptying a bucket into the skip. There's a bit where Dave's using the concrete breaker on the yard and he's got the hose next to him. However, he's wet the concrete, but then as he's breaking the concrete slabs up, a bit of dust comes off them. And then there's a bit where Dave's not got his high vis on, and then there's a bit where Dave's, so as you can see, it's all Dave. And this is where it's my job to govern and make sure that the lads are following everything. And you might think that it's up to him whether he's wearing the mask properly and stuff. He's done a face fit test which proves he knows how to wear a mask, and he understands when he needs to wear one and why. And obviously he's either forgot or I don't know why, but I'm just going to use this now. Rather annoyingly, I've got a different number because I was on my sister's plan for my mobile data, and I was an add-on on one of her plans because a mate worked for EE, and she had to transfer me data the first of every month, and loads of times she'd forget and my phone had just shut down. So I've swapped it over to a business contract now with the yard. So I've swapped that over, and then I've swapped my number over, but it's just come through to the phone that I use for YouTube now. So as I'm filming, someone's just rang me and it goes off. So I need to swap these other SIMs round now. I don't even know where I was up to then. I was saying that, rather than, I'm getting advice off, I'm getting advice off health and safety, HSE, and other, governing bodies like the council, the planning, basically saying, the videos are causing more bother to their departments because people are watching the videos and just bombarding everyone they can with as much, sending pictures in of Dave putting a bucket in the skip and saying, is this a breach of health and safety? Please go and shut this fella's site down. And I'm ugh. But I can't thingy every single person, but what I can do is choose what to show and not, and maybe it's my fault for showing that, but then I do want to show it because the idea of the channel is that we get better. So if I show it and people flag it up, and I can go back to Dave and go, right, you've been, so what I've come up with now is I'm thinking I want to use this to get better. I want to use this as a springboard to make sure that everything I film, I'm not editing it, that everything I film is right. So I spoke to obviously HSE, the planning, the council, the highways, everyone who's been emailing me with all the stuff that the neighbours are sending in are all of the opinion come on, just is there any point in the YouTube? Is it worth all the aggro that's coming with it? Because for them, building regs and stuff are getting bombarded with people going, oh, are you allowed to do this? Are you allowed to do that? And it's they're just getting more emails than they need to, and they have to reply and deal with these issues. So it's not you can imagine if they just ignored it and then something did happen, obviously it'd come back on them then to say, well, look, we were telling you about it. So So I've made the decision, I've slept on it, and like I've spoke to our health and safety advisor, and he's of the same opinion as me. Not because obviously he wants the work or you know, the sort of the job of doing it all, but he's of the same opinion as me, that I said to him, look, I want to be able to walk into our jobs and film absolutely anything, and so I want to make sure that we're fully compliant everything we do. And he said, look, yeah, that is the best way you can do it. So he's going to come out and do another visit, because obviously the yard's progressed a little bit. And also I've proposed to him, he watches our channel, he said out of interest, he's, you know, watches the episodes, maybe not all of them, but he does watch them, and he's said, like, you know, there's a couple of bits where I won't tell you what they are because the neighbours are watching, and probably go back and write them down and bombard the council with even more stuff. But he said, like, you know, this, that. So I've said to him, okay, how about if you watch an episode, if you find any breaches, like however small they are, when I say a breach, you know, it might be like Dave's mask's not on properly, or someone's not wearing the shoes properly, or whatever it is, or they've using a ladder when they could use a platform. Just anything that's like, however small it is, if he can find one of them, basically I'll find myself and give it to him. So he's on like a fine and retainer. So if he sees a breach, he'll email me, and then obviously I'll pay him for however many breaches. I mean, I'm going to give this a go. If he sends me an email with like 100 on, then obviously that'll be shut down straight away. But hopefully we're not having that many breaches, however small they are. So I can only apologise to the councils and the governing bodies, because I'm gonna try and do things properly so they don't get. But people are just sending stuff in, regardless, just saying, "Is this a breach? Is this a breach? Is this a breach? What do you think of this?" There's like, obviously they don't know anything. They're just literally slinging mud and hoping something sticks. But I spoke to HSE on the phone, and they were like, you know, the neighbours are sending in your videos. However, from your videos, we can see that you are either doing it right or you're trying to do it right. So as far as we're concerned, like, that's what we want. He said, we're after people who are, you know, he said every day they get people who've lost an arm and a leg or have died, and he said they're the people that were, you know, after. He said your company is actually doing things properly and you've got the right bits in place. So one thing is that we don't have to notify HSE. So when you have a big site like a Redrow, or I can't remember the data off the top of my head, but you have to have either so many employees be on the job for such a length of time, and then if you qualify for any of them, you then have to register with HSE and notify them each job, and then obviously they come out and check and do more regular visits. But if you're a small builder, which we are, you don't have to do that. However, I have now gone ahead and basically done everything as if we are a big site doing all that stuff. So I'll go through some of the paperwork when we get to the job. I've done construction phase plans, we've done like risk assessments, we've done, like, this is stuff I do from experience. I just walk into a job and I go, whoa, don't do that. You'll probably hear me on the channel walk in and go like, whoa, stop what you're doing, like this, that, use this instead of that. Hold on, like that before, we've had that and it fell, or we've had that before and it did this and did that. Or check the Bessemer beams on the jobs to see if they're rotten before we start pulling the floorboards up. So yeah, I'll go through that when we get to the job. I'm just taking this van for its MOT now. Here we are at South Liverpool Commercials. That one's going in for its MOT. Now it's got its new lights on. Hopefully these ones last longer than the other ones, which I say get replaced every single MOT. Who's picked me up? Squad in today. You got an absolute squad in today. You all got your PPE? Should we do a PPE inspection? High vis, boots, gloves. Look at this. No gloves. Don't need gloves, but Dave is the number one. Let's have a look at you. I mean, shorts are meant to be, you know. But, yeah. You got just a hard hat in it, but we're not actually doing anything that would require it. You ready to start blocking? Nah, they're coming out. Look, they're coming here. I don't know whether I can show that, but I might have to risk it just for the. I might have to risk it. Right, I need you to sign this for the next jobs. So this says, I confirm I have read and understood the CDM action plans provided to me by Andrew Owens on the 17th of the 7th, 24.
I haven't read them.
Who wants to go first?
I'll have to read through and get back to you with my solicitor.
Oh, you can't say that on.
Of course I'll sign it, Andy.
Because you've read it and understand it.
Oh yeah, because I've read it. Like, this will be the second time now.
Why are you filming him signing something he hasn't read?
He has read it?
Second time I've read it.
See, you said it the third time now.
21 pages.
Who actually read it and commented?
I read like the first two.
So you have got to read that because you're signing and say you've read it. It basically just says everything that we go through anyway. Like,
I'll sign it once I've read it.
yeah, you could do the same thing. Starlight.
Like that with a muddy finger.
Or you can take your gloves off. You can take your PPE off. You don't need PPE on to sign this, by the way. Dave, you're the main one who needs to sign this.
Sign and print mine on.
You're the serial offender.
Got any crayons for it? I don't remember this. Health and safety weren't a real thing when I first started.
Well, it is now.
Big cross.
Right, so we are off to. Has everyone got the belts on?
Correct.
Belt check.
Sweat.
We're gonna go to Western and grab, you know, all the offcuts of insulation,
Yeah.
and we'll get them used up on here. And then we're gonna grab the cement mixer, the access chambers, any like fittings and stuff we can get. What else was there? Something else I'm thinking missing probably. Yeah, so we can grab all that. What do you think about what's been going on this week then?
It's been a tough week.
Bit emotional, lad.
Been emotional.
Yesterday was emotional, you know.
Right.
I was on the verge,
Right.
crying all day.
Right, what's happened?
It's just horrible, lad.
Just hard work.
Couldn't have been harder than what we done on Monday.
Two spades out, 3 spades in with that pile. It's just never ending. The more you took out, the more it got bigger.
And what do you think about all the neighbours sending pictures of Mick's van and stuff at the garden?
Mick who? Mick and Scott?
Yeah, Mick and Scott come and borrow some scaffolding, and he parked his van. You could still walk past, but he parked his van, and like a neighbour's gone past and took a photo and sent it to health and safety, saying that we've blocked the pavement.
You can still walk past it.
Yeah, you could, but
Just being petty.
and it was there for what, 5 minutes? Like, it's on the YouTube, like he's literally unloading the van and then moves. I don't even think anyone walked past when we done it.
No, they never.
So like someone's done that and like deliberately gone across the road or something and got a picture of it.
Was it?
Just think, I just find it like I just find it bizarre thinking that someone sits there at home and watches our YouTube like with a wasp in the mouth and like making notes and like screenshotting them and
Well, yeah, Andy.
Need to get a life if you ask me.
I don't think any of them work, do they? No one seems to work now. only the only person who works that fella.
The job's to be a Karen. Professional Karen, though.
full-time Karen. Hopefully my other van passes with flying colours. I can get that tipper back. You don't realise how much you need the tipper, do you, until
It's gone.
it's gone and you're like, oh, I've only got one. Although, we should start using this trailer more, shouldn't we?
Yeah, it's handy, like.
When we're doing like the
You
so
get
we
like
got
a
the
load
scaffolding
and a
back.
half, can't you?
Get the scaffolding down today as well. What do you need when you're doing the scaffolding? Before we start,
Good climbing skills.
well,
Harness.
that. What else?
Harness.
Harness. What else?
PPE.
Yeah. What PP do you need for scaffolding? So you need a harness,
That's it.
a hard hat, yeah. And what else? What other things do I give you? Is the like, obviously gloves, and then what have we got with the harnesses now to stop you dropping a hammer and stuff? I don't know if you remember what they're called.
Don't know what to call, like the belts.
The belts, but with the lanyards.
Yeah.
So you have like hooks that like hook onto you.
Is that what these are?
Yeah, that.
Them, oh yeah, they're literally there. And then they have the lanyards on. So whenever we're doing scaffolding, you'll have all that there then. And just take it down the way we put it up, so you've always got like a hand railing. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Was that a fella? Do you know what we're going to do today? And just to make a light-hearted joke of obviously the situation, I'm going to go in the yellow van, look, where like you can't see that. You're going to rock the van. And I'm gonna like pretend I'm driving. I'll be like, oh yeah, like one of you play music. Look, one of you play music on your phone in the window, like all like cars and background noise. Hey, and I'm gonna like pretend like I've left the camera on by accident. I'm just gonna grab like a bottle of JD with like apple juice in, and I'll be on my phone like this. Look, I'll be on my phone. Crash there, and down in a bottle of Jack Daniels. What else can I do? So Jack Daniels on my phone. What else aren't you allowed to do when you're driving? And then like I might just do that, lad, like just unclip my belt and go and like start walking here and going like that, look. And then I'll get out and then I'll obviously do a reveal and be like, yeah, like put your pens and put your pads away. Put your pads away, it's a joke. I haven't actually left the job. So that'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? But then I wonder whether they will screenshot that bit and just send it to the police and with no sort of, do you know what I mean? Whether they'd like just use it to be like, look at this.
As long as you got proof you weren't driving.
Yeah, but what I wouldn't want it to do is like, you know, them send it to the police and the police be like, and then I'm gonna go and do all paperwork and that. But let's do it because I think it's funny and it sort of highlights how stupid it is that what they're doing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They already know it's stupid what they're doing, or don't they, the council? Every person who's turned up for the council has just laughed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say that. You've got to say, in your opinion, everyone from the council who's turned up has said that, you know, it's a waste of their time and there's bigger things they could be doing and dealing with. However, they have to respond to these genuine concerns. But I think they're shooting themselves in the foot because, like, if they sent one in, it'd be like thingy. The fact that they're like doing like a machine gun tactic of just going bang, 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 bang. Surely he must be doing something wrong. It's gone against them now. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You know what I mean? Well, hopefully it is. So the younger me at one point would have been like, oh, these little 40-year-old virgins sat in their house, you know, get a life, However, I'm not saying that.
That's my attitude.
The more experienced me is saying, yeah, let's try and put a positive spin on it, that we're improving things on the job now because of the actions, and let's just try and make a light-hearted joke out of it. Coming soon. You were getting a bit of jib at the yard the other day, weren't you? When I was gone.
Yeah, on my dinner. On my dinner, the only half an hour I get to myself. Today.
What did she say?
I was just getting out the car and she was just staring at me walking past, and then I got out. Obviously, dinner was finished. She just said, "Do you work for that? See you next Tuesday." And I went, "What?" And then obviously she said it again, and I just turned around and was like, "Listen, that's not very nice, is it?"
I like your
well,
use of non-swearing there.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to swear back, do you know what I mean? I can't speak to people like that, can you?
Do you know what? I had one the other day who went past and was like, what's going to happen here then? And I said, oh, it's just a builder's yard, yeah. And she was like, whoa, like, you can't be doing all that, dude. Like, was like proper kicking off at me. And I just stayed there for like 5 minutes chatting to her. And at the end of it, she was like, oh, you know, I was saying she was an old woman with a dog, and I was like, well, I said it was a builder's yard originally, and she went, well, it was, you know, yeah, you're right. And I went, you know, and then she was like, yeah, but look at all like the wildlife you've got rid of. And I said, it was all, the whole site was concreted, and she was like, yeah, it was. It's like, she obviously lives there and was like, new. And I was like, so the whole thing was concreted, the only thing that was growing was like weeds. Yeah. And I said, the only wildlife on it, when we cleared it, was just loads of rats. It was like, we didn't like bin, it's not like we binned the hedgehog bodies or nothing, is it?
No.
Everyone's thinking we're like, oh yeah, we were like chopping rabbits' heads off and that. And then at the end of it, she was like, do you know what, you're right, yeah. And she was like, oh, you know, I'm sorry about that. And she said, yeah, I wish you all the best. And then she walked off about 10 metres and got stopped by one of the neighbours. And I could just hear them going, don't listen to him. He's just, I was just like, ah.
Well, that woman said Paul was quite rude. Like, she could have used a different word.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
It's mad, isn't it?
It's mad though, because like,
the one thing that annoys me is like the way they think you can just stick a camera in your face.
Well, that's what I said.
Like I don't film them when they come out calling us whatever. Maybe I should start. But like, it's like me. I wouldn't go over to one of the neighbours now and stick a camera through their window.
That's what I mean.
That's what they're doing through the fence. They're literally sticking a camera through the fence and going like, "What are you doing?" and then sending it to health and safety. So a part of me thinks should I ring the police and say, "Look, I'm getting harassed here. I'm having to deal with things left, right, and centre."
Well, I don't feel comfortable working on there. That's what I said to her. I was like, it's not nice for us. I said, "No, you've got a problem with Andy." She said, "But at the end of the day, love," I said,
what have I done?
No, I know, but their problems with you. It shouldn't be with us.
Yeah.
Like, you're the boss, aren't you? Like, do you know what I mean? But like, I don't come to work to get like stared at and get video. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe, I don't know, like, I always think you just be honest in that. Maybe I should have just lied and told everyone that it's a foreign investor, don't even know his name, we're just here to do a job. And then no one would have given me any...
Honestly, still to this day, I still say the same thing. I wouldn't even entertain them. Because the more you entertain them, the more they're just going to get on your back.
Do you reckon though?
Just smile and wave.
I've always had the same opinion. You can see it in like the episode 1, or like, we haven't got episode 1 and 2, have we? Because of Mark. Yeah. I still need to edit them. But like one of the early episodes, I was saying, look, when this is up and running, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad. I reckon now is the worst stage.
Probably.
Well, yeah, because I think they think there's going to be like all wagons in and out.
Yeah,
they're not even going to be there.
Yeah. We're going to be on work.
Yeah. Just like that
comment made me laugh on the next door. That fella was like, alright mate, so do you work? And the fella was like, of course I work. He was like, someone said like, do you work, or like, are you on the dole or whatever, or he was like, no, I've got a job. And the fella was like, oh right, so you know all this stuff you're moaning about, lorries coming in the day and coming in and out, he said, you won't even be there for it, so you'll be in work, so why are you bothered? And I just thought, it was like, that's so true, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not like it's going to be lorries there every
Just
day.
fine, there's something to have a go about, so.
But the thing is now, let's just say it was up and running and it was chocker, like we're at our busiest point and we're going like dropping stuff off, picking hardcore off. So if we were to pick up 20 tonne, I'd have to do 20 trips in this van. Yeah. So there's 20 vans, or I do one trip in a truck, which is what's worse, 20 vans or one truck. I mean, like surely common sense says one truck is better than 20 vans.
I think common sense is out the window with all these.
Yeah, it shows when we done the open forum and not one person showed up. Right? Hundreds of people commenting.
We all sit there behind the phone, that's why.
As a fella sits there, curtain switching, just staring at you.
Maybe.
They're just curtain up about that night, didn't he?
Maybe I should do one more. Maybe I should do another open forum and be like, look, obviously, like, you know, if you've got anything to say, come and thing you. And even the ones who are doing all these things, like,
it's entertaining them, not. Just don't even get involved. Honestly, you should just not get involved with them.
But I'm trying to say, like, if there's something we can do, like, I'm on about the genuine ones here. You know what I mean? Not the ones who, like, doesn't matter what we do, they will just have a gripe and they'll never change their mind. They're just like, you know, they're not educated enough to understand things. Like, we're not on about them. I'm on about the people who are genuinely got concerns, who can go about noise, and I go, okay, well, we're going to put these things in place, and they go, okay, yeah, that, you know, that's made me feel a bit better. Because a lot of the time it is about like educating people about what we're doing and what, because otherwise they're just gonna, that anticipatory anxiety that they're gonna anticipate 25 trucks a day, or, you know what I mean, max capacity every day doing whatever, and max noise, max vans, max noise, max dust, max everything. That's what they're anticipating. So maybe, yeah.
You're trying to do something good by doing that, right? But I tell you now, after speaking to that woman the other day, they do not care.
Yeah, but they're the ones who won't come. They won't come. So
none of them will. They didn't come last time.
There was one woman who said, you know, I'd like to obviously.
Jane.
Is it Jane? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane something. Yeah. And I said, well, look, you know, message me any time and I'll do my best. So you think it's a lost cause?
Yeah, I think you fight the losing battle.
Just crack on and ignore them.
Yeah, honestly, they can't, like, it's not nice, but they genuinely can't stand it for some reason.
I know, I feel like it's gone like personal now, isn't it? Like, like how weird's this? So, like, I went to bar over the road from mine, and one of the neighbours come in, like, not when I was there, another day, and I was chatting to the fella, and he was like, someone come in here the other day, absolutely, like, giving you loads. I was like, do you know the fella who lives over there? Oh, he's an absolute this and that, and he's this and whatever, he's the devil. And the fella was like, wow, like, he obviously must have been standing up for me, saying, like, nah, he's not, you know.
Yeah. Well, I just don't get it. It was an absolute dump before we had it. It actually was. Even the fence that was up was half falling down, like it.
Oh, I need to just remind him, I'm going to email him again about the fence and just say, any chance of speeding up, a little reply about whether I can do this or not. By the way, maybe are we allowed to cut this back? Are we allowed to chop that back? Because that's half the problem, isn't it? Like, yeah, my fence is on my land and you've still only got, what, 2 flags to walk past. So one of the neighbours was giving me, obviously, loads, saying that, where's that come from? Oh. Saying that we blocked the pavements for not even 5 minutes. And I know that obviously the nursery next door and the adventure playground have obviously put complaints in about us blocking the pavements and whatever else we're doing. And wouldn't you know that I'm just walking down, obviously the nursery's on my left here now, and there's no way that like they'd block the pavement, is it? If they were getting work done, because that would make them sort of hypocrites, wouldn't it? You can't complain about me blocking the road and they're getting work done at the minute. Actually, would you look at this? Pot kettle black. So you talk about me leaving a gap, obviously, for people to get past while we unload scaffolding. Like, look at that. And yeah, I bet you £1 million, nobody reports that to the council. Absolutely no one. I'm not going to, because do you know what? It doesn't affect my day. I can just cross the road and go past. There's no... I see them on the Facebook groups all the time, like people saying, "Our car's parked and I can't get past and I've got a pram or a wheelchair," and you think, just cross the road. What would you do if you wanted to cross the road? You'd cross the road, wouldn't you? You just think, it's just this culture at the minute of moaning. Is it something that happens when you get a bit older? You just turn into like, what are they doing? How can I stop them? How can I affect them? And you just think, just relax. I don't think like, I'm not like chilled or more calm than anyone else. It's just normal, isn't it? Just to be like, well, do you know what? Doesn't really, or if it does affect your day, just look at it and go, okay, you know, it's affected me day slightly, but it's not really that big of a deal, really. Hey, this is such like a nice feeling that normally we'd bin these because we haven't got anywhere to store them. So this is like such a nice feeling coming here, grabbing this stuff that's like basically free and reusing it. Anything else we can take now? I think that's it, isn't it? The other bits are in the lockup. Let's go to the lockup now and get them. Oh, damp-proof membrane we might as well take, mightn't we? And then we haven't got to buy that. Again, like these rolls where we're obviously using... Oh, try and grab that, Joe. And then we need those rolls as well. Those ones, grab them, Lou, for when we do the concrete. So again, look, these like offcuts of these, the way we've used a little bit and kept it. So take them 2 black rolls. We'll get them here.
Take that. What's the one there?
I've ordered one there, but yeah, take them. Yeah, we don't need any here for now. Sound?
She said repair immediately, major defects. It was the marker lamp. The headlamp was aimed too high and the body component insecure. And then advisory is an oil leak but not excessive. So the sorry, I've just got all the paperwork in front of me. So it's had the class 7 MOT.
Yeah.
They've replaced the offside front top marker bulb, adjusted the headlamp and tightened the offside rear wing.
Oh, I know what it's that mudguard thing, isn't it, that always comes loose?
Yeah, possibly. I'm no mechanic, I just read what they put in.
Okay.
I don't know.
But it's passed now?
So then they've retested it and it's passed.
Okay.
So it's just, but the advisory
is oil.
It's got a very slight oil leak.
Okay.
So obviously that's just something for you to keep an eye on.
Does he know obviously which oil that is or not?
It doesn't, on the MOT certificate, it doesn't actually say.
Okay.
But I can ask him for when you come.
If you can ask, yeah, I'll come and
I'll
come and pick that up now, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just type it all up for you.
Okay.
And then, I'll find out where the oil leak is coming from, so we can give you that information when you arrive.
All right. Cheers for that. I'll see you soon.
Okie doke. All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
As you can see, we've just got all these bits of offcuts of insulation as well from the lockup. So these will all get used now. We've got spare pipes, we've got access chambers, covers, everything. So rather than binning it, this is all going to get used. And then spot boards, we've got the mixer, and then we've just had, make sure we need to keep this tidy and like that, stuff like that. And then obviously we've had a delivery off spot mix, and the lads have kept it off the pavement, which is good. Well done, lads. See how we're getting on. Getting this slab up ready for Oh, you found the old pipe. Dan? And we've got the soil pipe now. Oh, it's a big one, that, isn't it? I don't think it's that big. I think it's like the normal. Yeah, we'll have to go check and get one of them. Dan? Leave it in, yeah. It's a plunge one, isn't it? Yeah, that corner we'll tie in, so if we get the chamber here, we can get them all in, yeah. The gully, yeah. Out the way, isn't it? That's where the door's gone, isn't it? Yeah. 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 Dan? Bring it down this yeah. Looking good. So you can see the lads have got the access chamber in, which is good. And then they've got soil piping ready to get obviously diverted to where we need that to go for the toilets on this house. And then we'll lintel over that then with the wall. So I'll probably need to get some concrete lintels actually. And then yeah, we just need to get the rest of this cracked out, because we're going to insulate this floor now. And then they've got the pad stones in ready for the steel that's going on. So this is going to have, we'll have our brick, 1, 2, we might get a solid block in front of that, then the cavity, then that. Or we might, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll have a solid block going that way, and then we'll tie that into these then. What might actually fit there, 300. Might be able to go that. And then our side of the brick there, we can take the gutter for our thing. So there's a big thing about party walls and stuff, and do you know what? It's all a much of a nothing really. So if you wanted to, you could brick up here and have a flush, what's they called, drive edge, and then obviously the neighbours' ones there. So we take these walls out because obviously we've got to get the footing has got to be 15 centimetres wider than the wall, and you can try and underpin them. However, it's just safer to just take the wall out. So we take that wall out and then we'll just re-brick it back in to be the same as it was. They've knocked out there ready for the pad stone. And then yeah, getting there now. You can see obviously where we've done that new Bressumer beam. Just need to get the rest of this plaster off. And then we'll get some hardcore now at the yard to get this all level. Whose idea was to put it on the skip? But if we get these, we'll take them to the yard. Free up space on the skip for the crappy soil that we can't do anything with, and then we'll bring that back crushed, and it'll go in as the base. Yeah, eco builders, not, you know, waste money builders. So we're on the yard and we've just brought the, oh, it was on. Just turn this water on. Can't give anyone anything to moan about. Hey, there's something nice about bringing bricks from the house, crushing them here, putting them back straight on, isn't it? And then tipping them there. The only thing better is when we take the trailer and do it, put it on, crushes it and comes back in. But we're not in a position for that, were we, on this one?
back on the student job, and one of the things I'm going to do is actually fit these gates so that as we get this hardcore off we can actually do it. So what we figured out was, if you put that on this side where we were going to put it, so originally obviously how you see them is like that, and this bit will slide down. However, if we cut this section out, this bit will just be open then, won't it? So there'd be, oh, would it?
Behind you.
Would it? It might be, it might not. So what we're going to do is obviously cut this side out first and see. So what I don't want to do is cut that section out and there'd be like a mark that. Joe's marked that. I've marked this one. I'll just drill the little pilot hole in. So Joe's going to drill those holes while I angle grind this box out. Before I do this, goggles, ear muffs, all done. And I'll put some, I don't normally wear gloves, but put some gloves on as well in case. Right, so we were drilling holes, weren't we? Ready to put bolts in.
We was.
And then I just thought I was using this last night to fit me lights on here. Seen the new lights?
I know stuff as well.
That's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I've got loads of these in my van as well. Let's get the rest. That'll do. That's easier than boom. Right, how many of them things do we need? 8?
Yeah.
6, 8, right, let me go and get 8 of them. And then that was the... So what we've now realised is that when we put these on, it's a bit tight. And it doesn't need to be that tight. Hello! Oh no, yes, we can clamp it up. So what we're going to do now is put some washers. So we're going to put a washer behind each one of these and see if that works. Right, we've got washers behind all these now, so we should be able to tighten these up properly. And then this should be as loose as. Isn't it weird, like, what the actual part is? Mower blade. And they've like adapted it. Right, get them done and we'll see how this lines in.
Go ahead, lad, yeah.
Oh, you get us one? Cheers. Ready? Moment of truth. What do you reckon? And then look, tighten
Me all
that.
day with these ideas, lad.
And then even when you pull it up, you just tighten that. Look at that, lovely, innit? I thought we got good value out of skips. I'll be amazed if that gets picked up, you know. Hey, what do you reckon? I don't even know. That looks heavy, doesn't it? Oh no. Is it a screw or is it just because it's on the angle? Lou reckons we should stop YouTube just so he can listen to the radio while I'm filming.
As long as it's not Joe's radio.
As long as it's not Joe's. So we've got the big fellas. The big fellas earning the dough here.
That's what we got on now, isn't it? Absolutely.
I tell you what, we do well, don't we? Going like concrete in yesterday, up to damp proof today, and the access chamber in the pipework. We just need to get that skip filled. I said between 5-6 labourers. Surely we can get a skip filled in a day.
It wasn't until you took the bricks over.
Yeah.
I think you broke them half.
That's what I mean. They left all that in. I thought that's not staying in there. All that mud. Do we need another? No. Are we up? Do we need another gully here? Do you think?
We'll put one in this corner, yeah, because the flat roof will have it.
Should we not have put that in?
I didn't know exactly where it is, so it'll just come off that
Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot we've got the 5 thing, so it'll just come out of that, won't it? Yeah, well, let's get that in, and then we can, because the sooner we get this flat and level, ready for scaffolding, the better.
Yeah, I was just left it.
I think we've got.
I knew exactly where.
That's on the tipper, isn't it? All the thingy stuff. What have you got to say for yourselves? The alarm's just gone off because a bird flew on the yard, and yet it didn't pick you moving for an hour. I'm going to phone health and safety and say this Dave doesn't wear a mask, and he also robs me. Sits on his phone for an hour.
I don't even know that many people sit on their phone.
Hold on, we haven't. So this is the old school way of getting it level. You got your string line from front to back, and then you hover your spirit level. So you reckon that's level? I've got my laser set up at the floor height, and then who's got a tape measure? Because I'm 4.5 centimeters below. So you are 8.5, and then oh yeah, sorry, it's got the thing on the bottom as well. So whatever it is over here now, to measure it again. Measure it to the laser on here. That might be right, sorry. It's 4.5 when the laser's on the deck. So just put your laser in front of it. And that should be 8.5. 9.5, so you're 15, sorry, you're 10 mil out. It's the laser. Is it the string? Although to be fair, it looks like there's a little bit of a dip in the brick there. Oh. It's what? The line? No, he measured it for me, didn't he? Oh. I mean, 10 mil over... How many metres is that? 15 metres. It's intolerant, isn't it? How many mil do you get a metre? 420. 420 mil a metre? That's like sledging. That's like a sledging hill, that. Hey, that's Camp Hill. How often do you calibrate your string and level? Or your eyes? So Mick used the... did you use the string on this or the wood? Hold on, you have to foot that for him, Joe. So what we've done is obviously we've got this, and from here to the laser is 9.5 centimetres. What have you got? Look at the back. See the back of the wall? See it there now when it's dark? What? No, 95 mil. Yeah, I've just put the big thick bed on it. What's it on? 60. Alright, bed that down then, yeah. Right. So Genie tomorrow, get this steel in. Yeah. Then, when that's in, break that concrete out. Level this. And concrete in the afternoon, what do you reckon? We should get that done, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Get everything out with the steel.
Oh, is Ben saying no? We haven't got the insulation though, we'd have to order that.
How long is it going to take to get hardcore in there when you're bringing a ton load at a time?
No, it took us how long? It's on an hour.
An hour?
What?
Yeah, we don't need loads of tons though, do we?
We'll need much hardcore in the local.
Yeah.
Well, not about your height.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I don't want to be the doomsday, but
Stop being the doomsday, lad.
we don't want to be pouring concrete last thing on a Friday. Everyone gets off, you'll say you go, oh, there's tools left everywhere.
Don't you fancy a light one tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah, we're not going to do it. I'll do it Monday, Ben's right, because we need to do the mains water, get the steel in.
Take it off because we didn't take on the
So, change your plan. Tomorrow then, we will put the damp proof on that. You just can carry on blocking that up, yeah? And I'll book the concrete in for Monday.
proper preparation for it.
And then we can come in, and then we can come in the next day and float it as well then. Because we've got to do the soil pipe as well, so... What? Yeah, so we'll bring the Genie tomorrow, get the steel in. And you just can carry on blocking that up while we get the mains water in. We'll get the soil pipe in, take the rest of that stuff out, insulate, damp-proof membrane, and then we can leave it over the weekend, come in Monday. And concrete, yeah. But then What are we going to do? Concreting takes what? An hour, 2 hours? What's everyone going to do then? So we'd have to go and start the next house then, wouldn't we? Which Monday, the asbestos report's getting done Monday for the other house. So we can't start that until he's done it and tested it. And it takes a few days for them to... That's why I'm trying to get the concrete done so that we can come into work Monday, otherwise...
Yeah, but can we not just... We still take skirts and doors and stuff off, can't we? It's on asbestos.
Maybe, yeah, true. Yeah.
Wood out.
Well, I'm meeting the fella there Monday, so we'll do that, yeah. Sound? Always the way, innit, Ben? We're always last to tidy up. So, how many labourers have we had in today? You got Blaine, Tom, Lewis, Dave and Dave. So we've had 5 labourers in today. And me and Ben are the ones brushing up, putting the tools away, making sure everything's right. And guess what? That's not how you leave a cement mixer. Ah.